This is Coffee with Friends, and I am raw to the bone. Come on in, y'all. Happy Friday. We made it. Not only is it Friday, but it's a long ass weekend for me anyway, because I have Monday off. But I'm going to start y'all out with the positive vibes, because what do I say? It's going to be a what?
Really gonna rise to the sun. Step two, get some good, some food in you. Step three, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step four, everybody just do your thing. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Life ain't easy, yo. I think there's a reason, though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, yo. You always gotta fight night from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison that ride. Head full of flaws, so here come the clouds. Don't ever stop unless I can swap all the bad from the good in my head when I'm lost. Hey, what? So I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive vibes are overtaken. I got patience, one day at a time. That's how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness through my best, man, I'll take it. Hey, wake up. Today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a good day.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Let me turn this down a tad bit. It's gonna be a good day. It's Friday, and for me, I know it's gonna be a good day because it's gonna be a long weekend. And even though I have a long to-do list of work that has to be done, I am still enjoy that I have a long weekend. Now, I don't know. Every week I rush for Friday to come here. And then when Friday gets here, Monday shoots out real fast. Even when we get an extra day like this weekend coming, I'm praying that I'm going to feel the benefits of this long weekend. Even though outside of having a long to-do list at work, I have some things that I need to do in the house for my businesses, right? I got to get myself together, right? One of the things that I'm trying to do, right, is restructure my mind and reprioritize the things that I need to be focusing on, right? Because I always feel like I don't have time to do certain things, right? But when I reflect on the things that I do, I'm like, how do I make time to do these things? But I'm so busy to focus on the things for my business. And so I have to recalibrate, okay? Get myself in order and prioritize because I have a lot of stuff coming up in 2024. It's a lot of stuff. And I have to figure out a way to organize all of this stuff, right? For Coffee with Friends. Coffee with Friends has a big agenda for 2024. This platform has been going for 4 years. And it has grown, and it has a consistent um, support system, right? It has a consistent group of people who come on the show and support the show and support the activities and events that we do on the show. Not only do we come on here and we just talk, right? We actually do meet up, we do trips, we do games, we have targeted conversations around things that are going on in our lives on an everyday basis, things that we have experienced, things that we're trying to overcome. We have these conversations. And even though, 90% of us are not, good morning, Angel, 90% of us are not therapists or life coaches. The mere fact that we feel safe enough to share our everyday life experiences and the things that have happened to us in our childhoods so that we can step into the room of healing is powerful, right? A lot of people, including myself, that have joined this show have entered into therapy after being on this show, including myself, right? And so sometimes, when people think of platforms like this, they go, oh, well, that's not a therapy platform. Good morning, Deb. That's not a therapy platform, but it's not. It's a platform that provides a safe space that allows us to build trust amongst each other, to talk about the things that we normally do not talk about, things that we fear that other people are going to judge, right? And in that journey, that's where some of us realize or become comfortable enough to take the next step and go for therapy, right? It's like a gateway. Think of it that way, okay? And for so long, I've been so afraid to go to therapy, and being on this platform and being able to talk about my life and living my life out loud, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my ass to therapy. And even though I've been on here talking shit for 4 years and talking my business and all that shit, I'm scared to death. Like, I feel like I made my appointment like 3 weeks away because I felt like I had time to get my thoughts together. But that shit is next week. I'm like, what? Like, literally, I got to go to therapy next week. I purposely booked it out. Baby, I'm scared. But I'ma do this shit scared. Like I have done everything else in my life. Right, Angel? That's a great gift. Valentine's Day, you were in therapy. I love it. I love it. Also, one of the things that, I've been lavishing in my thoughts, right? Because every now and again I do a reflection of my family, right? And there was a time, and y'all know, if y'all listen to my YouTube stories about my childhood and things that I've gone through in my marriage and stuff like that, y'all know that I've been through some shit. Okay. And, recently I've been in my thoughts about my family. When I say my family, I'm talking about like my mom, my brother, Tony, the one that's in the Who Scout. And the reason why I'm separating those, it doesn't matter. That's the people I'm talking about right now. For my mom, my brother Tony, my son and his kids, right? And so I reflected on the things that I went through as a single mom. And y'all know my son took me through the pits of hell. I never would have imagined he'd be where he is today. He took me through the pits of hell. And I was so tired when I was going through that experience with my son. I was so tired. I had such evil thoughts. I was just tired. I just wanted it to all stop, right? And not only because it was him, it felt like my life was so heavy because my brother is a forever jailer. I shouldn't say forever jailer, but he's been a jailer from a kid, and he's still rocking that life right now. And he took me through that. My son took me through that. So by the time I had two people take me through the jail system over years and years and years, I was burnt the fuck out. I gave the fuck up mentally. A part of me gave up and said, this family is fucking doomed. We ain't never going to get out of the pits of hell of this jail system. Like, what the fuck is going on? Right? And it wasn't because I raised my son in the ghetto, because I didn't. it's just life was lifing, and I felt like I had a generational curse on me. And in my reflection in these last couple of weeks, I was reflecting on my son's children. Now I only have one son, okay? And he has three children, with the oldest being 22. And I was reflecting on his kids, and I was amazed at the feeling that I got. Not because I was shocked and surprised, because I know my grandkids are beautiful, and they are smart, they are beautiful, they are pure fucking joy. Okay? And I got emotional when I sat there and thought about it, because I felt like, oh my God, we can finally come from underneath this generational trauma, this generational habit of being in the fucking jail system. And I text my son and I said, damn it, you are blessed. I said, you have beautiful children. Not that my son wasn't beautiful, not that my brother wasn't beautiful, but I said, you have beautiful children. You have children that's going to give you the experience of college graduations, right? My youngest grand is on an honor roll for the second time. My middle grand does all kinds of sports. And listen, I said, you have beautiful children. And the mere fact that your children are going in a direction that's going to give you the experience that I didn't have with my child, my mama didn't have with her child, and her mama didn't have with her kids. And when I thought about that, I was like, wow. Wow. Like, he's going to have a beautiful experience with these children. And he responded and he said, Ma, you know what? You are right. I am blessed. My kids are pure joy. I have no complaints, not one. Like, you're not going up to the school because your kid is bad every 5 seconds. They're not trying to put your kid out out of school. You're not dealing with a child with depression. Like, I feel like we broke something, like we kind of free. I don't know if y'all get what I'm saying, but that shit had me emotional for a couple of days, okay? Until I told my son, I said, you're gonna have a beautiful experience with these children. And he agreed, because I didn't get the experience of college campus and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? With my son, I didn't get to go to college, and that was a dream for me. Like, I wanted to be that college campus girl. I was the girl that would have been an AKA. I'm that fucking chick that would have been the campus. They'd have known my name across the campus. They'd have been like, look at her. I wouldn't have been Raw. I'd have been Raj, RAJ. That was my dream. To go to college, to be in the midst of all the activities, graduate, go to grad school. That was my thing. It didn't happen for me. It didn't happen for my son. But it will happen for his kids. I love that. I mean, the 22-year-old, we did get to go. We didn't get to go to her high school graduation because we were in COVID. That was disappointing, because she had a whole high school graduation. She didn't even go to her prom because COVID. She didn't want to go. She didn't go. So we didn't get that, but at least she graduated, right? Then now she's doing EMS schooling. Now she told me she's going to school for cybersecurity. And I said, you know what? You know what? I said, huh? How you gonna do both? These kids are grinding. See, I love it. I was like, yes, baby girl, grind. She said, I'ma do EMS, right? And when I finish school for cybersecurity, I'ma do EMS part-time and I'ma do cybersecurity full-time. I was like, what? This, what? It's a blessing. It is. And so I just want to share that with y'all because I just do shit like that. I share. All right. I share the good with the bad. And so I wanted to share that because it was an emotional moment for me when I was thinking about it the last couple of weeks. Because I was like, wow. Because there was a time I just didn't see my family coming from underneath the darkness. I just felt like we had this dark cloud that just followed us. For real, Deb? I could still be an AKA. I am in a sorority, Phi, Beta, Kappa, something. I'm in some kind of sorority that I got honored into when I was in school for my master's degree or my bachelor's. I can't remember, but I still got the card. You know, I'm not an active member because I was like, I'm an AKA girl. I'm like you know, I'm a, you know, I'm an AKA girl. You know, I don't think they would feel like I'm authentic because are they, at this old ripe age that I'm at, are they going to try to haze me and shit? Do I got to do tricks and bags? Do I got to run around the neighborhood naked and shit to be an AKA? Or can I just sign some papers and pay a fee and be an AKA? How does that work? Because the fuck, I'm not ready for no hazing. Okay, I am not ready for no hazing, but that would have been my life. I would have certainly been up with the AKAs. I mean, I was on the fence about the Deltas. I was like, I could be a Delta, but the AKAs, I feel like, I feel like they're a little petty. So I felt like I fit there a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into the positive read. Today is February 16th. Today is okay. They have the Honor Society ones. Okay, because I'm in one through an Honor Society. You can be both. And no, Roy, you would join a grad chapter. It's an application and someone saying they want you to join. Real simple. Oh, Deb, you an AKA? Who's an AKA on here that's gonna say they want me to join? Cause come the hell on. I'll be rocking pink and green. Who's an AKA on here? I got cousins that are AKA. Wow, I didn't know that. I'm already a Phi Beta Kappa. Oh, your sister was. Oh, okay. Well, she can't sign for me. The hell? February 16th. February is the month of love. And let me tell you something. Johnny Leon Hill, I don't know where the hell he is, but he came on my show yesterday at the end of the show, popping off with some good damn questions. Any one of y'all had the chance to think about the questions he was asking yesterday? One of the ones that I remembered was, can you love beyond your level of fear? How do you give unconditional love beyond your level of fear? Those questions stuck with me. They resonated with me. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. Have y'all got a chance? Good morning, Shirley, to think about the questions that Johnny Leon Hill asked. Okay, Deb. Cool. All right, so think about some of them shits Johnny said. I want to know what people came back with. If you left the show yesterday and you let those questions that Johnny was asking marinate in you, I want to know what your response was to yourself. Okay, February 16th. I will know love when I realize truth is a powerful and meaningful expression of love. Motherfuck truth. I got trust issues. I do. Truth. Okay. You have to really love someone to tell them the truth. Because you love them, you want them to have all the information available to help them be the best they can be. You tell them the truth because you want them to be able to make choices and decisions. You want them to have everything they need to fully weigh their options. Transparency. More important, when you really love someone, you want to tell them the truth as a sign of your respect for them. You not only love them, you respect that they are capable of handling the truth. Tell me the fucking truth. Okay? And omission is a form of lying. Tell me the motherfucking truth. It is not a sign of loving someone to withhold information you think will disturb them. It is understandable that you want to spare their feelings. However, it is not loving. It is not a sign of loving someone to do things you know will cause them grief and lie to them about what you have done. When you love someone, you conduct yourself in ways that not only honor them, but in ways that honor you. Good morning, Val. When you love yourself, you honor yourself. When you honor yourself, you can honor others with the truth. So when you lie, you don't honor yourself. When you withhold information, you are not honoring yourself and you're not respecting the other person. It is not a sign of loving someone to watch them engage in conduct that is potentially dangerous and say nothing. Good morning, Pat. You may not know what to say or how to say it, but if you love someone, you will figure out a way. You will figure out a way to let them know you cherish and honor them, but that you do not support their behavior. I love it. Oh my God. There are people in your circle right now that you refuse to tell that they are acting raggedy and that they are doing fucked up shit because you don't want to say anything and because you don't want to hurt their feelings. What they're saying here is that's not showing love. Okay, if you cherish and honor them, you will let them know that you love them, but you do not support their behavior. That's love. Stop being around people who are raggedy and you go and talk about them to somebody else, but not telling them that in your opinion, they're being raggedy. And when people come to you and say, you're being raggedy and this is what you're doing, stop jumping on the defense and think about what they're saying. If they are truly your friends and y'all had a respectable relationship, then why wouldn't you hear what they say? You will figure out a way to let them know you cherish and honor them, but you do not support their behavior. You know how many people I lost because I don't support their behavior and they mad? Why are you mad? I love you, but I don't support that shit. When you love someone, it is okay to not like their behavior. What's wrong with people? People feel like because you love someone, you got to like everything they do. It is also okay to let them know. When you love someone enough to tell them the truth, chances are you are giving them exactly what they need in order to realize just how much you really do love them. And some people won't notice that right away, right? They'll be mad and they'll think about it, and maybe months or years, somebody will come back like, when I told my girlfriend that her man got back with his fiance, she went and told him that I was telling his business. She was my friend. I thought I was helping her out, okay? And she was mad at me because she still wanted to suck his dick even though he was getting back with his fiance. Don't be mad at me because I'm trying to help you. And she didn't talk to me for years because she felt like I told on her man. So what? You supposed to be my friend. I thought I was doing right by you, but some people don't want to hear what's right. Years later, she invited me out to dinner and she apologized. It ain't never been the same because, bitch, nuh-uh. It ain't never got to worry about me saying nothing again. And therefore, we're not in the same circle because, no. I can't be in a circle with people I cannot tell that they acting raggedy when they acting raggedy. Until today, you may have been withholding the truth, censoring the truth, or deciding just how much of a truth a loved one can handle. Just for today, be devoted to finding loving ways to let others know the truth about themselves that you already know. Whatever you have to say, begin with, I love you so much. Delivery. Today, I'm devoted to expressing the truth as a sign of love. How many of you are truly being truthful with the people in your life? Now, I know some people might be baffled and confused, but the funny thing is, and not so funny, in this book, All About Love, there's a chapter called, and I highlighted a lot of shit in it, Honesty. Be true to love. Baby, it is chapter 3. Honesty. Be true to love. Baby, that gets into it about where we learn to lie from a young age, right? And how that shows up in our adult lives, right? And some of us be like, I don't lie, but they don't realize that withholding information is lying also. Right? Are you really truly showing love to the people in your life? Right? Or are you sitting there going, you know what? I ain't even going to say nothing to her because it ain't my business. That's not love. And that's why I value friendships, right? Where true friends are able to express themselves truthfully and honestly to each other about each other and it not ruin their friendship, right? Because the friendship has a foundation, right? Where you're able to say certain things. Like I have a friend where our foundation is so strong. We don't have to talk every day, nothing. But let me tell you something. If I'm doing something that she think, I have done some shit. And she be like, you gonna get us killed. I do not support this. Oh my God. Now, she wouldn't abandon me in the midst of it all. She would be there to help pick my ass the fuck up. But she would be like, you gonna get us killed. This ain't right. And it never broke our foundation as friends. Never. I told y'all I have another friend, Nancy, that we used to travel every year to Mexico around March, April, around her birthday. Okay, she's the one that we used to wear the thong panties out there in front of the kids and shit like that. We didn't give a fuck. We were on vacation. She's the one who bought me the chicken for my Pandora bracelet. Oh, that I gotta go take to get cleaned, right? I still got that chicken. It was limited edition chicken. I told that story a million times on here. These are friends in my life that be like, bitch. You keep going back to that motherfucker. You a whole chicken. Here, put this on your bracelet. I was like, do. Went to the Pandora store and said, can you put this on my bracelet? They took my bracelet apart, put it where I wanted it, and put my bracelet back together and gave it the fuck back. And she loves me. And she said it. I'm just saying this because I love you. And I'm saying this, I'm still going to rock by your side, but I need you to step into the room and know that you are rocking these feathers, bitch. The truth. Yes, she did, Deb. I still got that chicken on my bracelet. I'm going to try to get my bracelets clean before I come to Texas. And I'll show you the chicken charm on my Pandora. She did. And she always says she had feathers too, but she called me the whole chicken. She was like, I'm rocking some feathers, but baby, you the whole chicken. And that chicken, she searched high and low because it was a limited edition charm. And she searched high and low to find that charm to give it to me. And I knew that she did it with love. She wanted me to wake up. She wanted me to step into the room and be like, get out. Like somebody hit the teacup on my ass. I understood. Right? And this is the same friend that when my son got arrested the second time when he went to the Hooskow, she left her job and went with me to go get my son's car because I couldn't drive both cars home. Okay? She went with me to help clean up his apartment while he was in the Hooskow. This is a friend that loves me. right? But a lot of you people are walking around with people in your circle that you don't want to tell them when they're doing some foul shit because you know that their feelings are going to be hurt and you know that it might ruin your friendship, right? Because they're going to be offended. Okay? So you don't say nothing. But then in the background, you say you love them. How? We got to do better. We want people to be accountable for their actions, but we're afraid to tell them the actions that we see. And they don't want to even accept it. So are we really ready to step into the room of healing? Are we really truly ready to be accountable for our actions? Or are we still walking around, tiptoeing around friends that are acting raggedy and that we're not holding accountable for their behavior? Are we still getting an attitude when somebody tells us about ourselves to hold us accountable instead of thinking about it, instead of processing it, instead of thinking, okay, maybe I need to make an adjustment? Are you the person that gets angry and denies everything this person is saying to you? Are you growing? Are you stepping into the room? Are you truly showing love to others and to yourself? Good morning, mother. And to yourself. That's a good message. February always hits hard for me because these love messages, they just be like, I'm not gonna lie. I struggle with what love is. I do, because I don't know. I've had so many, love for me has been an experience. And the experiences that I had, I don't even know if those were love, if that was love, right? Like, I've said on here before, my girlfriend has asked me, have you ever truly been in love? And I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know. I want to say yes, but I don't know. Right? Because love for me, what I grew up experiencing as love from a family perspective and a relationship perspective, a relationship perspective, it's weird. I didn't really experience that much love in relationships, right? Adult relationships were not abundantly around me that had that healthy love, right? When I think back, yes, I had a lot of people around me that had husbands and wives, right? But when I think about their relationships, they weren't healthy. They weren't, right? And then when I think about the relationships that I've had in my life, I'm like, some of them look familiar to the adult relationships that I've seen growing up. Good morning, Smokey. And I said, maybe I don't know love, right? And so February always hits hard because when I read these positive thoughts in February, and now I'm reading this book all about love, and I'll be like, oh, baby, I got some unlearning to do. Good morning, Jay. Right? How many of you are telling your friends you love them, right? But you watch them make bad decisions, live their lives raggedy as fuck, and you don't say nothing because you go, I'm going to mind my business. Well, what today's reading said was, it is your business. If you are the person that honors and respects the people in your life, right? How you move with love is being honest with them. Okay? Letting them know the truth. It's your responsibility. That's showing love. That's what it said. That's what it said. Okay? I thought I showed love a couple of times. My friends be upset. They be like, why you say that? Because I don't support your decisions. That's the other thing the book said. You can love someone and you could not support their behaviors and bad decisions. You don't have to agree with everything your friends and your lovers choose to do. Just because you love them doesn't mean you have to agree with everything that they do. Showing love is being honest. And this is why I have trust issues, because motherfuckers are not honest. Right? They think not telling you shit is not lying. That's lying too. Right? Withholding information. And then we wonder why relationships break so easy, right? Because there's an absence of love. We think when we say I love you, we think that's love. I love you because the butterflies in our stomach. We think we love you. But love is not just the butterflies in your stomach. Love is everything that you do. Good morning, Ghost. I don't know. This month really hits for me because I be swearing, I be like, I don't know love. I thought I did, but it can't be the love. When I said I was love in a loving situation, or I thought love was present, it wasn't. It couldn't have been. You can't love me and lie to me. You cannot. So when I reflect on my past relationships, them motherfuckers couldn't have possibly loved me. Do I know love? I don't know. I don't know. And so that goes back to the question Johnny asked yesterday. Can you love beyond your fears? No. I don't think, no. That's my answer. And I answered it yesterday, but I had to walk away with that and think about it last night. And I was like, still no. How can I love beyond my fears when I haven't learned to unpack those fears and get beyond those fears myself? What is on the other side of those fears? I don't know. Johnny Leon Hill, get your ass in here because you got me fucked up over your questions yesterday. I don't know. Okay. And so with that being said, that was today's message from Ayan Levanzon's book, Until Today. That was a good one. Right, I am dissented. That was a good question Johnny asked yesterday. That shit had me, it had me really thinking. Right? And then it had me ask, right? Yep, can you love beyond your fears? Then it had me ask, if you ask yourself that question, can you love beyond your fears? And your answer is no. Does that mean your ass shouldn't be in a relationship in the first place? What about that shit? You got me fucked up, Johnny. Ciao. Valerie, listen, my fears run so deep, I'ma poke them. Seriously. Like, I never imagined that I'm such a loving person. And I remember my girlfriend saying to me when I went back to my circle fuck hole X 80, 11 times. I remember she said to me, Robin, I commend you. Because every time you go back with both your feet in. You go back with 100% in. I believed in love. I did. I believed in love then. I did. I really did. I thought all I had to do was give all I had. Emotionally, physically, whatever, right? And it was trash. But she said to me, every time you go in with both feet. Not no more. My feet be curled the fuck up. I be in fetal position, like, ugh, like, Okay, it's hard to get a bitch's feet in the door because motherfuckers lie. When they withhold information, they're lying. And I have trust issues. And I'm still asking myself, do I know what love is? That's why for me, the other question that Johnny asked, I forget exactly the question, but my response to the question was, I need motherfucker to show up for me. If you are committed and you do not show up for me, I will leave immediately. Like, I'm not wasting no more time. Not at no old ripe age of 57. Right? Because I'm already entering the room with my fears. So can I love beyond my fears? Whew, I don't know. Johnny, you fucked me up. You know, I'm in pure protection mode now. Pat said, what do you do when you know that she's aware yet stays? Do you share the additional information and risk your friendship? That's a good question. What do you do when you know your friend? Now, I've had friends in this situation. Not me, direct friends, but my friends had friends that knew that their man was out there fucksing around or whatever the case may be. And they knew that their man's was out there fucksing around and they had some additional information and they just didn't bother tell it. And I said to them, why wouldn't you tell it? And their response to me was, she already know that he out there fucksing around. Why I need to bring more tidbit information? The mere fact that she know he fucksing around should be enough for her to leave. And I agreed with that. So Pat, I don't the fuck know. I mean, good morning, Reginaldo from Brazil. I don't know, Pat. That's a good question. Do you risk your friendship if they already know, but she stays? It's nothing else to tell at that point because she knows. It's not our responsibility at that point to bring breadcrumbs to her. But the initial awareness, I feel like, should be brought to the table. And being that she already knows that he's fucksing around, then what more can you do? You don't say shit else. That's what I say. I am Jacinta. That's a great question. But do you think you can define your own interpretation of love? I don't know. I mean, this is probably why relationships don't work these days, right? Because maybe that's what's happening. We're defining our own interpretation of love and we're speaking two different love languages. Like, it's fucked up out here. Right? Because then my interpretation of love would have to match the other person's interpretation of love. No? It's confusing. Johnny fucked us up. Valerie, you say, I think we all have fears when loving someone. I didn't have those fears before. Before that not my last ex. The ex before, the one that the circle fuck hoe. That nigga fucked me up. Like, I don't know. I know, Val. He dropped 4 questions on us. How do we get there, Johnny? How do we get there? We cannot just get into a place of unconditional love. First, we have to know what love is, right? Then we have to unlearn what we thought was love and move in the way of healthy love, right? That's transitional. Do you think we'll see that in your lifetime, in my lifetime? Do you think if you start to do the work right now that you'll see the transitioning of what that brings? How do we get to a place of unconditional love? How do we get there? Because I feel like everything has conditions, right? Like, I'm not going to unconditionally love you if you are emotionally abusing me. I'm not going to unconditionally love you if you are lying. I'm not going to unconditionally love you if you are not providing how you're supposed to be fucking providing. I'm not. I I will unconditionally love you if you get prostate cancer and I got to rub your nuts and shit like that. I will unconditionally love you when your hair falls out your head, if you gain weight, if you lose too much weight. I will unconditionally love you through loss, family loss, healing, with all of that shit. But there's just some shit that I'm not going to unconditionally love you through. Is it even possible to have love without conditions? Because I don't think so. Well, Pat, that motherfucking part, we cannot love away bad behavior, period. You know, and we can't marry it away. You know how people be like, when we get married, it's going to be better. Wrong. It ain't going to be better. Wrong. Do you think you can be in a marriage without unconditional love? Yeah. Because I like I said, I feel like everything has conditions. I'm not putting up with just any old fucking thing. I'ma fucking leave. I got some conditions. I do. And I feel like in relationships where they're moving in the direction of marriage, they need to fucking talk about those conditions. Here are my conditions. Okay, I don't give a fuck what they say to me up on that thing, for better or for worse. You understand these are my conditions? I will leave you. Listen, I'm giving that transparency up front because, baby, obviously, nobody told me I had to speak my conditions up front. The fuck? Because I got conditions. I'm sorry, Johnny. Being unconditional has got myself in the humdingers that I was in. I ain't going down that road no more. Johnny said people do it every day. I think there's another level that some never tap into. Well, show me what people you know have this unconditional love. Val said, I feel like I might have loved unconditionally in maybe 1 or 2 relationships, but we are not together, so the love ran out because there were conditions. Because why'd you leave? See, this is what I'm saying. People be like, I love unconditional, but I'm not with that person anymore. So then it wasn't unconditional. Why did you leave? See, I be confused. Because you can't say you love me unconditionally and then leave me. Because where the fuck you going? Right, Cheryl, that part. Because I need a definition. Because if I... Why are we single if there's no... Oh, I am just to say change your number when they come calling you wanting to talk about it. I'm fucking dead. Valerie said, it is different conditions when you love unconditionally. What are the conditions? It's still conditions. You see how that comes right back around? In different conditions when you love unconditionally. What are the conditions? We come back to the conditions. The fuck? Ghost said the only people capable of unconditional love are kids. That part. That motherfucking part. Well, Cheryl, that's a great point. Have we defined unconditional yet? No. Anybody want to take a stab at what the fuck unconditional means? Okay, Johnny said love is sacrificial. It is. But does that mean unconditional? Does that mean unconditional? Sacrificial to me is not unconditional, in my opinion. Because I sacrificed a hell of a lot. Okay? When I want to live my best life, and I always said, well, I hadn't always said it, but for the past 15, 20 years, I said I wanted to be the woman in the house that only paid 30% of the bills. But I have been the woman in the house across a majority of my relationships that pays 70% of the bills. And I don't want that anymore. I sacrifice too damn much, okay? Too damn much. I'm not sacrificing all of that anymore. I don't think that sacrificial equals unconditional. That's my opinion. Because I still had conditions even when I was sacrificing. Bring it in here, Shirley. Bring it the fuck in here. Unconditional doesn't mean acceptance. And it doesn't. And it doesn't. And it doesn't. I mean, Deb, I feel like as kids, we don't know enough, right? So we move with this unconditional love, right? But as adults, we are experiencing different things in life. And I think as we become adults, then we start feeling different, right? We don't think as kids anymore. We don't think as kids anymore. So I think it's just natural order through life learned lessons. We grow up and we learn about life, right? And life taints us. When we're kids, we're innocent. Just like when you're kids, you don't know racism as little kids. Racism is something that's taught, right? That's a learned behavior. Just like when we grow up not trusting, having abandonment issues, that's all learned behaviors. That's all shit that occurs based on your experiences in life. We lose our innocence from kids. When we come into adulthood, we are no longer innocent. We know life. Life changes us. That's what happens. Exactly. Kids are innocent. They're naive. They're honest, naturally, organically. They don't know. They're learning. That's why it's important for us to teach our kids from a young age healthy behaviors. Right? Deb said, isn't unconditional love simply us loving someone with no conditions? It doesn't matter what they do, you will still love them, but it doesn't mean you have to continue to keep that person around you. That's a good one, Deb. I love people that are no longer in my life. I love a lot of motherfuckers from a distance because I don't agree with their lifestyle and the things that they do. I love a lot of people from a distance, right? In my family, I love some of them motherfuckers from a distance. I ain't got to see them again, but I love you from a distance. That's a good one, Deb. You don't have to continue to keep that person around you. You can still love. And you can. And you can. That's a nice definition. That's a nice definition, Deb. I like that definition. Doesn't mean that you have to keep them in your life. You can love them from a distance. Make sure y'all are giving me the thumbs up, y'all. Okay? I'm going to go into my announcements. Y'all can keep running up the comments, but I have to make my announcements. All right? And so y'all know, what's today? February 16th. In 3 weeks? Is it 3 weeks? Oh my God. Time is flying by so fast. Is it 3 weeks? 1, 2, 3. Yes. No, 1, 2. Yeah, 3. 3 weeks. Okay. We will be in Houston, Texas. All right. Our rodeo adventures will begin. March 8th, we are starting out with our book reading, All About Love. See, I got my book right here. This is $9.99 on Amazon is 237 pages about in here. It's a good read. It's an easy read. It's relatable. It's good. So on March 8th, when we get to, well, I'm gonna be in Houston on Wednesday, but the Friday, March 8th, we will be discussing this book. We will be watching the chapters on YouTube. We will have the discussions live in Houston and on Discord. Okay, so we will be discussing this for about 90 minutes. As we get closer to the date, I will post the time. I'm thinking about 7:30, 8 o'clock. We'll start the discussion, but I will finalize the time as it gets closer. Okay, so that's March 8th. Make sure you are reading your book. Make sure you are making your notes. Make sure you are ready to come with the discussion. All right. March 9th, we head out to the rodeo about 11:30, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We head out to the rodeo, do some rodeo activities. And then we come back after the rodeo and we do, whatever. We play games, we have conversations, we talk, we enjoy each other's company, right? We meet and we greet. All right. Some of us will be meeting for the first time. Others we have already met. Then on Sunday, we're going to be doing brunch at Ratio. Ratio is a chic, upscale brunch spot. So make sure you get your cute little outfit on. We're going to be taking some little picture props, look all cute and shit. Have your popping lipstick, you know the deal. We're gonna be hookering, Hookah makes me dizzy, so be ready to hold me up because I be dizzy. All right, but we're gonna hookah, we're gonna have brunch. We need to reserve a table for Ratio. So as we get closer to the event, I need to secure a head count as to who is actually going to Ratio so that we can reserve a spot at Ratio that Sunday, okay? And then Monday, everyone will be leaving. Say Lively, well, not me. I'll be there until Tuesday because I go where the flights, I fly out the days the flights are cheapest. The fuck? I didn't even take the days off of work yet because I'm trying to figure out, am I going to work from there? Am I not? I'm probably just going to take the days off because the way my work has been working me, I don't know if I could do all of what I need to do on just my laptop screen. So that's not, it's going to be too much. So 9 times out of 10, I will take the days completely off. What day do I want to ride the horse? That's a good question because I know that I'm coming in on Wednesday and I know you guys are working. So I don't know. We have to figure out what everybody's schedule is like because I know you guys are working and I'm just coming in on a work day. Like, the fuck. I'm not interrupting shit. So we have to talk about when I can squeeze my little ass on a horse. Now, see, I keep talking about I want to ride this horse, right? And Smokey, I love that you're trying to make this shit happen. I love it. Okay. And let me tell you something. Don't get mad at me. I'm putting this out there right now and I'm putting it out on Coffee with Friends because I don't want you motherfuckers to laugh at me or be talking some shit behind my back. If I get to this horse to take this horse ride, okay, and I get scared because I think the horse is going to bite me. Do not get mad at me because I am a girly girl. And when the horse be doing this, that shit scares the fuck out of me. Okay, so if the horse look at me and be like, I might be scared. Don't be the fuck mad at me. Okay, Cause and that's my trauma speaking because my circle fuck hoe ex, when I used to be scared of bugs or spiders and I slap his ass up or run and kick, he used to be so mad. Oh my God, stop acting so stupid. I ain't acting stupid, nigga. I'm not acting. This is serious business. This is serious business. I don't be fucking acting and don't be fucking yelling at me. So don't get mad at me, Smokey. Because I'll listen and warn your friends because your friends will be like, why you bring her here to ride the fucking horse and she fucking acting crazy? Listen, warn your friends. I'm scaredy cat. The fuck? I'm just saying, I'm being honest. I want to do shit and I'm doing shit through fear. I'm going to do it and be scared at the same time. The fuck? Wait, Shirley said you have some you love from a distance and some you just simply forget ever existed. Whoa! Say that shit, Cheryl. Say that shit. You have some you can love from a distance and some you just simply forget ever existed. Yes, baby. I feel like somebody needs to put a beat behind that and be like, you have some love from a distance. Some you just simply forget never existed. Da, 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 da. I feel like that needs to be a song. Val said, I think my last person is still loving me unconditionally. She just wants me in her life no matter what. She doesn't want to lose me as a person. Oh. I don't know. That sounds nice and creepy at the same motherfucking time. Because again, I have trust issues, Val, so don't pay me no mind. All right. Just don't make sure she don't do no single black female type shit. Okay? Because lesbian love is different. Lesbian love, y'all motherfuckers be falling in love real quick. Like after 2 weeks, y'all talking wedding. So I don't know. Be careful, Val. I'm just the fuck saying. Pat said, we are using unconditional incorrect. It means we love that way, but we can put conditions on what we will and will not accept from our significant other. Thank you, Pat. Come into the room and let them know that they're going to get a list of conditions. Okay? Because that's what the fuck. Yep. That's deep, Val. I think that's a testament to the fact that just because someone loves you unconditionally or you love them unconditionally, it doesn't equal we belong together forever. I don't know. I don't love all of the people all my exes. I don't love them unconditionally. That's why I be questioning myself. Because the fuck, when I think about them, I be like, I don't love them unconditionally. As a matter of fact, 2 of them, I could walk down the street and act like I don't even fucking know them. And I've only had my baby daddy. Don't be counting my body counts. I'm just talking about my long-term relationships. I'm grown. My baby daddy, my husband, my circle fuck ex-ho, and then my last ex. I have 4 serious long-term relationships. The first relationship, my baby daddy, you don't really count him. I was with him from 13 years old till about 19. Okay? Then I was with my husband. I got married when I was 26. I got divorced around 30, 26, around 32, 33. And then I was with my circle fuck ex-ho for like 15, 17, 18, damn near 20 years. And then my ex. So I'm into long-term relationships, right? But when I think about them motherfuckers, I really don't think about them motherfuckers. None of them. The only reason why I say I could walk past 2 of them without speaking is because my baby daddy is dead. So I can't walk past him. Because if I walk past him, I'm just going to pass the fuck out, right? Because he dead. My husband, my ex-husband, I could walk past and speak to him. I could say hi to him because, I love his kids are beautiful. His wife is beautiful. He got a beautiful life. So I could say hi to him, right? Them other 2, them last 2, no. I could walk right the fuck past them and be like, I don't even fucking know them. And you don't. And you don't. You don't have to accept just anything from your significant other. And you don't. Hillbilly, you said don't ride the horse more than 2 hours. What's good? You want to get it done? Oh, before the rodeo. Okay, well, I get there Wednesday, but I don't get there. But then we're going to have to do it Thursday. Because Wednesday, I get there like 5:30 in the evening. So by the time I come through the airport and all of that, I don't know. I'm probably not gonna get to Deb house till about 7:30. I don't know. It depends, right? Am I still riding a motorcycle? I don't know. Listen, I came there last year in 2023 to ride the motorcycle and the horse, and it didn't happen. My friends said it was gonna happen, and then it didn't happen. Oh, and I'm still riding a motorcycle. So what day I'm gonna ride the motorcycle? Saturday after the rodeo? Who's coming on their motorcycle? Is Mob coming out? Who's coming on their motorcycle? Deb said, I think the older we get, Johnny, the more that becomes possible. We start to actually realize what's important and what's not. As my mom continues to tell, keep living, and I think that's true. Val says, shit, we too old, work too hard to be mistreated when given our space, time, loving, nurturing someone, then to be disrespected or lied to. We just can't do that at this age, at this stage. You right, at this stage, at this age. Please don't lie to me. You know what? I'm so done. This is why I got trust issues, right? You lie to me, if you withhold information from me, if you find out some donkey shit, I'm out. I'm not even going to waste any time because it was no reason for you to do that in the first place. Okay. My patience is really short. And it gets shorter over time because people be out here living raggedy. I'm telling you. Pat said, we may not start out with unconditional love. That does not mean always. Your significant other has to deserve it. Val said, one thing I know is that this last relationship showed me that I can't be with women anymore. No more again. See, Val, you like me. You need a man. I played with women before. Not played. I don't want to say that word because it wasn't like I was playing with them. But, how do I explain this? Because, some of y'all take shit too far. I mean, I've been in the lady pool a couple of times, right? It's been intriguing, exciting, different than being with a man. And I've even said this to my mom. My mom is on this live. I tell y'all I live my life out loud because the fuck? I pay for the roof over my head, Lord Jesus, right? I even told my mom, I said, even though I've been in a lady pool a couple of times, right? And women are attracted to me. I want a man. I don't think that I could date a woman and be in a relationship with a woman long term, like have a woman as my wife, because I'm so girly, but I could be so aggressive at the same time that I don't know if an aggressive female would be aggressive enough for me. I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like I need a man that I like to feel like a little bit. Right. I want my man to tower over me. I want to feel like a little bit. I want to feel like that masculine energy. I don't know. Y'all understand what the fuck I'm saying. So Valerie, I get it. The fuck, I get it. Val said, yes, all that moving funny is annoying and a turn off to me. Yeah. Johnny said, but at Debbie, I think some conditions masquerade as expectations. And when those expectations don't get met or reached, that's when problems arise. That's a good point, Johnny. That's a good point. Sometimes conditions masquerade as expectations. What's the difference of conditions and expectations? That's a great question. What is the difference between conditions and expectations? What's the difference? Nobody want to answer? Because that's a great question. What is the difference between expectations and conditions? Because there could be a gray area between the both of them. They could blend very easily. Now that I'm thinking about it, nobody wants to take a shot at what's the difference? Well, while someone is thinking about what's the difference between conditions and expectations, I'm going to go ahead and make some announcements. All right. Shirley, I agree with that. It's about communication. I definitely agree with that. In the meantime, between time, just going to make some announcements because, bam, Coffee with Friends end of summer soiree, August 21st to the 25th. You know, last year, a lot of people was like, I didn't know you were going away. I didn't know you were doing a trip. I didn't know this. I didn't know that. So I'm advertising my ass off because I don't want nobody to say they didn't know I was doing shit. Because here it is. August 21st through the 25th. If you are interested in going, it's $50 per person. This money goes directly towards your booking through Aspire to More, Miss Avia Banks, who will be doing all of your travel arrangements. You could book your airfare through her. You could book your travel insurance through her. You could, pay for your trip through credit through her. They have all types of options. $50 is what will hold your room. Right now, I think we have about 6-7 rooms. Let's keep the room numbers going up, up, up. I want the Breathless Resort to know Coffee with Friends is in the house, okay? For those that are booking in the Tropical View room, you might have a chance to be entered into a raffle for a room upgrade. That would apply to all those that are in the tropical room, okay? For those that are in Exhale Club or got a swim up room or got an ocean view or whatever, you will not be eligible for an upgrade. It will be those in the tropical view room. There'll be other prizes and stuff that happens during this trip, games and all kinds of things that happens on this trip. So make sure you are you scanning the QR code on the flyer, you're scanning the QR code here, or you go to any of my bios and my social media platforms, you will find the link to book your trip. All right. And so also, if you book your trip by February 29th, okay, you will be eligible to grab this bonus vacation on Aspire to More. One of 7 amazing destinations: Bali, Dubai, Cabo San Lucas, Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, Las Vegas, Phuket. You can pick one of 7 of these locations. Several of the Coffee with Friends members have already received emails where they can execute on their vacations, where their hotel is paid for, and all they need to do is pay the taxes, okay? So for all those Coffee with Friends members that went on a trip last year with me, check your email. I know Aquanda confirmed that she got her email. Angel, Valerie, all you guys should have got an email where you can go on one of 7 of these amazing destinations. Now, Valerie, Debbie and I will be going to Vegas. I already got my email to execute on that trip, so I have to work out the dates and stuff with Debbie. But Valerie, being that you also have a trip, right? Because you went with us last year, and Aquanda and all these folks that went with us last year. If you want to meet us in Vegas, we could do that, right? This is a trip that you only have to pay taxes on the hotel and then book your airfare, okay? And so, one of 7 destinations. If you want to hop into Vegas with me and Debbie and use your grab vacation bonus to do that, come on through. If you want to go to Phuket or someplace else, go on and enjoy your bonus vacation. Also, for those that booked last year, you also got in your email this $300 savings card that can be used at hotels, car rentals, and for some excursions. Okay, you already have this in your mailbox. For those that are booking their trip by February 29th, you too will get both of these things: the travel savings card and the one of 7 destinations. All right. That's our end of summer soiree. Okay. Okay, you chose Vegas. So Valerie, we all should try to coordinate to go at the same time. Since we're going to go to Vegas too. We could do the Grand Canyon. We could do shit. I love it. Yes, come on, Vegas. On Aspire to More for giving us a bonus vacation. Come through. And like I said, for newbies, if you book your vacation by February 29th, once your Coffee with Friends and the soiree is paid off, you too can have a bonus grab vacation. Okay. Also, we have Friendsgiving. Friendsgiving is November 14th in Galveston, Texas. All the names that you see on the flyer are people that have secured a spot in this house that you see in the picture. All right. Now, there's about 3 people fully paid off on here. All right. And so get with it, y'all. Send your monies through. It is time. March is right around the corner. Today is February 16th. You guys got 6 weeks to send me the rest of your money. I am paying off this house by April. Okay. April 1st, this house will be paid off. If you did not send me your monies, your name will drop off this flyer. Okay. Okay. All right. And so that is our Friendsgiving trip. This is our opportunity to have Thanksgiving with a chosen family, right? This is not like the dinners where you forced to sit at the table with motherfuckers you don't like because they really your blood family and you got to deal with them every year. Nah, this is different. This is a family you chose to sit at the table with. This is different energy, okay? More games, more activities, and things are going to be popping off here in Galveston, Texas. So join us. Well, pay your money and then join us. Shit. All right. And so those are the activities that's happening with Coffee with Friends. We are busy. I didn't even start planning Friendsmas because I'm trying to figure out if I want to boot up the first Friendsmas in 2025, being that 2024 is so busy. I don't know if I'm ready and prepared to boot up Friendsmas for 2024, being that I have so many trips that I'm taking in 2024, and I have a wedding that I'm going to in May. It's just a lot of stuff going on in 2024, so I might boot up Friendsmas next year. Also, we got to squeeze in West Virginia, right? Because we still have to make plans for West Virginia Hillbilly. Time is coming in. Once I get this house out the way for Galveston, I'll start focusing on planning the West Virginia outing. Also in June, we have an outing. A small subset of us are going to the Hamptons to celebrate for the weekend. Okay, that's happening in June. Oh my God, I got to send the money for the house. Debbie, I'm going to send the money to you today. I forgot. See, all these houses I got to send money to. Debbie, I'm going to send the money to you today. I completely forgot. All right, so I got to get my money for the house to you today. We are going to the Hamptons in June, right? And then we're supposed to go to West Virginia also. So let's see how we can get these trips in order, right? Come on. If you can't make one trip, make the next trip. One of the trips. We do 3-4 of them a year. But our big trip is our end of summer soiree, and that is the trip that we take internationally, okay? You know, maybe one year, Debbie said, let's do Friendsmas in Switzerland, baby. I could see that happening. Speak it into existence. One day we might be doing Friendsmas in Switzerland. How about that? Coffee with Friends in Switzerland? Oh my God. Oh my God. Speak it into existence. Fancy said May 1st and it's just 100. Oh, that's all? The whole thing is 100? That's it? Or is that the deposit? I mean, I don't know. This is one of those trips where I'm just going and I'm just going to have a fucking good time. All right. Because this is one of them trips that I don't have to be the host, the coordinator, the nothing. I'm just going. So that Hampton shit going to be fly. All right. I'm just waiting to see what the instructions are so I can follow instructions according to what Fancy is requiring. Okay. Oh, it's just 100. Okay. I love it. Okay. That's a nice trip. Okay. I got it. I could pull that one off, Deb. I could pull that one off. All right. But y'all, I need to wind down because today is Friday. I got some work to do at work. And I'm logging off early today because it's a long ass weekend. And so with that, I'm going to send y'all out with some good vibes, but I want to say continue to move with peace and love. All right. And whatever you're going through, try to stay present in the moment. You know, I wake up. Some of y'all see me on TikTok early in the morning. I get on TikTok, I sing and I dance and listen to the music because that's my routine every morning. I get up, I jump up, I put my workout clothes on, I ride my bike. Then, you know, my coffee machine kicks off at 7:15. I get off, I start listening to music and I start jamming and I go live on TikTok, right? Because a lot of people go to sleep with their trials and tribulations on their mind. A lot of people wake up with their trials and tribulations on their mind, okay? And sometimes we forget to be present in the moment. We forget to appreciate our blessings. Like I wake up automatically worried about what my day is going to look like. And I have to consciously say, stop, be present in the moment. Be thankful that you opened your eyes. Be thankful that you swung your feet over to this side of the bed and you're able to stand up. Yes, you hurt. Your back is fucked up. This hurt, that hurt. But guess what? You get another opportunity to do this shit again. And ultimately, you got a roof over your head. You got a refrigerator open with food in it. I'm going to stay present in the moment of appreciating all of that. And I go on TikTok and I share that moment of appreciation with music, right? Because a lot of us don't know how to be present. I know it's hard for me. It takes work for me to be present. And so I'm saying to you, consciously try to be present, be in the moment, appreciate the life that you have, okay? The blessings that you have. There's always going to be trials and tribulations, always, okay? But appreciate the mere fact that you are here and you're given the opportunity to navigate through those trials and tribulations. I mean, it's a blessing. I'm just saying, okay? And with that, I'm going to send y'all out. Have a great weekend. I don't know if I'm going to be on Monday. It all depends on how my weekend went. If I'm extra tired, if I want to sleep late, if I want to do whatever. I might start a show late. I don't know what I want to do. But you know, the one thing that I need to start doing is I need to start relaxing. I don't relax. My ex, even though he was toxic, the one thing he used to say to me is you spin. You need to sit down. Like my mind doesn't rest. My mind is constantly going and I'm constantly moving and I'm antsy all the time, right? That's a part of my anxiety. I'm like a kernel. I'm always popping. That's a part of my anxiety because I feel like if I sit still long enough, then everything that I avoid thinking about throughout the course of the day is going to fall upon me. That's the shit that I got to unpack next week. Start unpacking with my therapist. Why can't I sit still? Why am I afraid for the thoughts to reach me? Why do I not want to deal with certain things that I know I need to deal with? I'm going to unpack that shit. Okay? And so with that, I send you out for a healthy and strong weekend. All right? Stay peaceful. I'm going to send y'all out with the positive vibes because, you know, no matter how low.
Even when you feel low, you can still go.
And you can.
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Yeah.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
And I don't. This is Coffee with Friends and I'm Roar to Vivo. Come back on Monday, maybe. Hey, move with positive energy, peace and love. Get this message on the way out. Hustle hard. I be making moves.
Still I'm buried in my grave.
What?
To the system, I don't wanna be a slave.
I've been doing shit my way on the highway.
And in the driveway, it's a nice way. It's a time through the climb like right pain. You never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain
Anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's believe. What?
Better see
With the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Hey.
even when you feel low, you can still go.
What?
Even when you feel slow, you can still go.
Hey.
Even when there's no hope, you can still go.
Y'all get the whole song because it's Friday. Go, go, go. This message is real. Y'all need this message, the whole thing, because the weekend is here. Hey. Go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You can flip the gray matter like some battery in your brain. What? That's what I say. Fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a pain. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on the stage. Come on, y'all, because you got more in you. Because what? Hey, never slow yourself down. You can do some more. Push past all the pain and you find a door. Push past that pain and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. And I don't. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go.